Howdy. Hey guys. It's evening now. It's after dark. I made a video earlier, but it's too long and I can't figure out how to edit. And I'm using my wife Sarah's GoPro, so bear with me on the videoing here. I am not an expert at videoing at all, but I told you guys I'd start giving you tours, you know. But since it's dark out, I can give you a tour of inside the shop. So we'll go in here and get started. Let me get all the lights on here. Some of them are all on. This is an OSHA approved panel, you know. These are safe as could be, but they work. And so this is the front room of the shop. There's the office. We keep all of our important stuff in there. There's my mill, and then kept a horizontal shaper that we couldn't get rid of. So, you know, it just sits there, holds the floor down there. There's one of my big lathe, and then here's my mini lathe right here. And I keep most of my engines in here, and like this engine here behind the fodder chopper. This is a whale baling machine. It's built by Spang Engine Company, and it was a this is what you used to swab your well out, gas well out back in the day. And some poor guy had to ride on this, and yeah, it was pulled with a team of horses, and the brakes weren't worth a crap on this thing. But this was an engine my granddad and his buddies restored, which are now my friends. And my granddad sadly passed away, but he's better off. He had Parkinson's disease, and it was just it was really hard on him towards the end. He couldn't walk no more, but I'm glad to know he's okay now. But anywho, I just figured I'd show you guys around what's in here, and I'll get to each engine and tractor and whatnot as I go. But I just wanted to give you guys an initial tour. But this engine here is a Hercules 7 horsepower. I'm gonna give this engine to a buddy of mine. He lives just down the road from me, and we just haven't got around to getting it over there yet. These things don't like to move around on their own, you know. They're pretty heavy. But this is my 49 Model G John Deere. I just picked this up this year off a feller up in PA, and it runs and everything, and I just haven't got around to painting it yet. I painted the wheels, or my wife did, I should say. She'll get mad at me if I don't give her credit. But this was John Deere's big row crop tractor back in the day. The Model D had a bigger engine, but the G and the D were kind of the two big ones in the lettered series, and we'll get into that later. But I just want to give you around. This was actually my first engine I ever got here. This is a 4 horsepower Cushman Cub. Well, should I say my first flywheel engine? It's got two exposed flywheels, and my granddad wanted me to have this engine when I was young because it didn't have spokes in the flywheels like the Spang and Hercules and a couple other engines I'm going to show you has. So he was always worried about me getting hurt, so he gave me one with solid flywheels. But when we rebuilt it, this thing has 4,000 psi of compression, so it took every bit of my 6-year-old self to turn this thing over. Of course, now it's nothing. It just sometimes it likes to pinch your fingers in between here, but you know, that's for make it fun. But these other two tractors here, it looks like there's a bad meeting going on. We keep them covered up just because keep the dust and crap off of them. But this is a Model A John Deere, and then under the other one is a Model B. So I got a BAG or BAG or a GAB or whatever you want to call it. But anywho, we also got this A. Me and my stepdad went and got this A earlier this year. It's a 48, and the B is a 48. And all of them run. And then, of course, you guys have seen this tractor. This is that case I was made a video on earlier, and I got it all pressure washed off and got all the 40 years of grease and grime and whatnot on it, and it turned out pretty good. I got covered in most of the stuff because it splashed back on me, but I've been working on sandblasting some of the parts. I still got the big parts like the hood and the fenders, but a couple of the front parts of the grill, air cleaner, front part of the hood, dash, air pipe, all that I got sandblasted. But this is these are little model engines that we now use as a storage table because we haven't taken them out in a while. But we used to run these at an engine show we had off of another steam engine we had, and just cute little engines to show off and everything. And like I said, I'll get into more of those later. And then this here's a snow removal device that my granddad come up with. But it's a 47 CJ3A, and we equipped the chains, but the chains also act as the recap holder on her. So, you know, we can't take the chains off, but, you know, as long as the tires hold wind, that's all we care about. This thing will go anywhere. It'll climb a tree if we need it to. But he built the blade and then put a spreader on the back of it so we can spread chips on the road, because it hasn't snowed bad enough this year to really need it, but people cannot drive anymore, and so, you know, I do that just to ease their mind a little bit. But we got the custom, the lighting ain't the best in here, belt driven. See, I don't know how well you can see it, but belt's driven. The spreader is driven off the driver's side rear tire, or wheel I should say. But that's a story on that. And it does run real good. It's real reliable. It's got the flathead 4-cylinder in it with the 3-speed transmission. She just goes anywhere you need it to. And then here's a few other of my engines that I inherited and redone, just have had over the years. And I got a couple of videos of these running, but I'll get into each individual one here in a bit. But here's our heat source, one of them. We also have a gas furnace up there behind the crane. And that crane, buddy, oh my god, that's the Back Saver 4000 right there. That thing has saved my butt I don't know how many times. And none of this would have been done if it wouldn't have been for that crane. So just that number up there, we don't even look at that. We put that up there just to ease my eyes. We push things to the limit here, you know. Yeah, but we do it all safe-ish. Anyway, this is our heating device. It's just a standard Burnside #1. Then my granddad designed this box, and then with the squirrel cage, and then these tubes will heat up and it blows hot air out. And then me and my other buddy, we like to rub our back against this because it feels good. And you know, we got back problems and whatnot from carrying around this light stuff. I mean, I don't see why. All this stuff's pretty heavy. But let's see, I'll take you guys into the back room, or the between the media or whatever room, in between room. This isn't really the back room, but this was considered the welding room. And ignore all the miscellaneous junk and mess. We're getting ready, or my mom and my grandma are getting ready to have a sale, so it's got it pretty crowded in here right now. But let me get some more lights on in here. You can't see nothing in here. Here's some parts to my stepdad's getting into farm. He's been into Farmalls, so he's got 3 H's. One is parts, and then another one's over here in pieces, and here and here and there and there and there. But he's getting ready to get this one painted. It's been we got it up in Ohio. Oh yeah, the lights love the cold. But I'll do more on it, you know, as we do. But I'm just giving you guys a general tour. But this is where we store most of the tractor so we can fit back here. That case would not fit back here comfortably. It barely fits up there. But we got her in here. So I'll be making more videos on that as we work on it and paint it. And we're not professional painters. We're not professional painters by all means. But by God, we're going to make it look like it. But, you know, a little spit shine. It'll be nice. And now we're in the back room. So there's where there's our sandblaster. I don't know how well you can see it. It's that box right there. That's what shoots the sand and gets rid of the paint and all the stuff we don't want on it. And I've made a video on this. This is our grist mill, and then a economy engine and hit and miss engine in front of it. And I got an earlier video of this I took with my phone, so bear with me on the video. And I'm slowly learning on this stuff, so you guys just gotta bear with me on this. Just don't tear me to pieces, please. But there's another one of our heaters. And they work good too, and they do burn your side. You don't want to sit down right after leaning. They're sitting right next to one of those things. You'll get up real fast. But we keep some of our whistles back here. I got a few more over in a top secret location. And a couple other things I'll get to show you guys eventually. But this is more sale stuff, so ignore the mess. But this is just all kinds of stuff my granddad collected, and just sits around and, you know, keeps the dust down. When it sticks to all this stuff, so it gets the job done. But this was considered the wood room. This is where he did a lot of the. If you can see there, that's all full of wood up there. But he was into it all, and I'm sure if you guys know me or don't know me, but we do run a train. It's called Locust Heights and Western Railroad, and I'll get a video of that when it's daylight out eventually. But everything that Granddad built and worked on was right here on in this very spot. Everything that the locomotive, both locomotives, I mean, you name it, and it was built in here. So a lot of stuff has been worked on in this shop, and I mean, they ran the machine shop for 60 years, Mason Machine Shop, so one could only know how much stuff has been through here. Most everyone that doesn't know me, and I meet them, and I tell them where I live, and they say, oh, out there where Mason Machine Shop is. I say, yep, that was my granddad's, so I'm very proud to have his legacy to hold on to, and I don't claim any of this stuff. It's all his. I'm just the guy that takes care of it, you know. I miss him to death, but I know I know he's up there proud of what we're doing and keep bringing stuff in. I don't know how much my wife likes it too well, bringing all this stuff in. I just gotta sneak it in every now and then, you know. Just, you know, she doesn't. I'm sorry, I'm locking up, so that's why I'm turning the lights up. But she goes, man, I don't remember seeing that engine in here. And I go, I've had that for a while. You just haven't paid attention. But you know, you just gotta learn how to sneak that stuff in. But you know what they don't know won't hurt them. I just hope she doesn't watch this video. But anyway, I'm gonna be working on this, fixing leaks. I told you guys all about that in the last video. But it cleaned up really nice. I mean, I'm still gonna paint it, but you can see this is now orange where it was black and whatnot before. But getting the hood sandblasted and everything will get me happy, and then won't be long we'll be slapping some paint on her. And let me know what you guys want to see. I mean, I'm going to make videos as I go, so regardless of what anyone tells me, I'm going to make videos anyway. So, but I'll keep you guys posted, and that was just a tour of the shop. I'll be making, I'll do outside sometime, maybe when it's warmer or whenever I think of it, whenever it's a nice day. But I will, let me know what you guys think. If you don't subscribe to it. I mean, I'm not gonna make you. I'm just doing this to show people and to teach people all about this stuff. I mean, people aren't into this stuff anymore. A lot of people think I'm crazy for doing all this stuff, and it is a lot of work, but I love doing it, and I learn a lot from doing it. And you can never know everything when it comes to this stuff, and it's just you can run out of space real quick to keep stuff. So I'm glad to start erecting some buildings around here, but I wish they grew like the Dollar Generals grew. I mean, they just grow everywhere, but they don't. But next video will probably be on this beast, getting it squared up and ready for paint and whatnot, and I'm going to be replacing some parts, and then I'll eventually get a video of outside and show you guys around out there. But all right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.